Social Crunch is a big data company, and we're here to extract never before extracted information out of people. We all contain what we kind of call psychographic metadata, things like our behaviors, our experiences, our passions, things we've tried, things we appreciate, like or don't like. We are not very good at communicating that information, especially out to people who really want it, like brands and agencies. So Social Crunch is a company built around the premise that if we can extract psychographics from people and really interesting data, that can be hugely valuable to virtually any company or brand in the world. Well, a lot of times it's not about the specific question, it's about a set of questions. So we could ask somebody something like about extreme sports, then ask them if they've ever had an injury or things like that, where there's almost no synergy between those until you realize that by asking these 10 questions, we've gauged their aggressiveness or their propensity for risk or something to that effect. So we can build psychological profiles off questions that in a vacuum would look quite silly or quite informal. We can also ask about topics that no other company could really ask about. I mean, we have one client that deals with sexually transmitted diseases, for instance, and there's a topic that you can't really talk about easily. Most people aren't going to give that up, and if they're asked inside a research environment, they very well might not answer accurately or truthfully. So we can ask similar kinds of questions and give these companies data that they could have never had otherwise. Well, people are inherently curious, first about how they stand in the world, kind of the natural benchmarking of them against other people, and they're also very curious about their social circles. And even though you might be best friends with somebody or roommates with somebody, there's probably very little that you know about them. So we have a give and get kind of value proposition on this site. So as you answer questions, the more you answer, the more valuable the site becomes, the more data you get back. So it might not sound that interesting to tell Social Crunch if you prefer Coke or Pepsi, but as soon as we tell you what your friends prefer and then what that means, so your friends who prefer Coke do this and like this and have tried this and make more money or less money or live here or don't live here, it starts to become very interesting and frankly very addictive. And so we're really tapping into that human curiosity and our inherent desires to know more about the people around us.